and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games and big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Fernandez. Setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Using the quick game. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Steps away to find some room. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Fresno State's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders, these guys.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And there is little that will send a home crowd into a frenzy like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long. Looking for a deep man. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Wood. Fires left. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quick release on the RPO. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The RPO, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Line is set on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Fernandez. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Beasley. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that 1st drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your...
And the heat gets the the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing.
Oh, look out, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. And as we wind down here in the first half, the offense will just take a knee and try to muster its forces for the second half attack as they trail going to the break. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got room on the return. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown. The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Fernandez. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Vincent. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David. Unloads it downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, man. I know you're losing the game by a lot right now, but this offense is still taking shots. So you've got to continue to stay ready and make plays like they were able to do on that last one, forcing the incompletion.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Ready?
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll throw it on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
On the double.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Looking to throw, it's Wood. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down with a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Now the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute...
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
42, spot ready.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
Ready up.
3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Grab near the marker. It's Beasley. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not the...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Catch in the middle. It's McGee. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Quick completion on the out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air. It's Wood. Working the middle. It's complete.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection.
And it's loose.
On the double.
Offense set on first down.
Come on, set.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Gets it out quickly. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. No huddle offense to the line. To the air. It's Fernandez. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. No good. An opportunity to really build this lead goes by the boards, but it's still a 19-point game. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man to the left. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. He's back to throw on second down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. After this, it'll be a wrap. Comes out throwing on first down. He lost one down the sideline. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort